Hey everyone, it's me. And today I figured I would do this video to show you guys pretty much what I do with these motionettes. And the last video you guys saw, I sorry, I went through and I put grease on the motionettes and I showed you blah, 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 the differences between the open and closed gearboxes. And when I was done with that, you guys saw how Mrs. Claus had that clicking noise. So yeah, like I said with the closed gearboxes, I usually have problems like this. I'm not saying it's with everyone who works on a closed gearbox, but mostly I think it's, well, no, I don't know, but it's me. So yeah, today we're going to be going back inside Mrs. Claus to figure out what is making that clicking noise, switch some gears around, see if that'll help, and if that doesn't help, someone commented on the last video that the main gear might be splitting and starting to crack, so we're also going to inspect that. So yeah, let's get to it, shall we? Alright, so here's our Mrs. Claus. I still have not fixed her light wire. I'll have to do that later because I don't have the tools to do it right now. So, but yeah, Mrs. Claus. Clicky, clicky, click, click. Clickety, clack. Alright, so, just like before, if your doll has screws in her neck, you're going to want to take those out. And then you're going to want to take the little black washer piece off of her neck post, which is usually right here, and then that will come off, and then we can start unscrewing. Ah, there goes her head, and it's all the way over there. I really hope that did not scratch her face paint. I will be very upset. No, we're good. Creepy face. Alright. So we got the front screw out. Now we're going to do the back screws. Whoa. I know it's like really early in the morning. Pretty much everyone in my house is still asleep. So now we can take that out carefully. Alright, so now that we got that out, we can take out these two screws on the top. You guys can't see me. Let me try this. Maybe that'll work a little bit better so that you guys can see what I am doing. Alright, so I'm just taking these two screws out up on top. There's one screw. Two screws. Alright, and now, hey! And now we can take this piece off. Basically, I'm just going back into this Mrs. Claus because I greased her gears yesterday, and now she has this ticking noise. So, and you're going to want to get it even so that the arms line up. Oops. Just like that. And then you can just boop. Don't forget to remember which arm is on top and which one's on bottom. So the candle arm is on bottom. Hopefully I don't break another wire. Alright, so, and then there's these 3 screws up here. Remember to keep your screws separated. There's 1. Here's 2. And 3. Alright, so we got those 3 screws out. Has my doll room gotten fixed? A little bit. I got some dolls back up on the shelves, but I was still waiting for a few more ceiling tiles to be done, so I couldn't exactly put those dolls back up yet. Alright, and then there's this piece. Yes, the ceiling is almost done. There's still a few tiles. Alright, so here's the inside, and just for now, I'm only going to switch this gear and this gear, because the other 2 gears we didn't really touch. So we're just going to switch those 2 out and see how that works and what happens. There's 1, 2. Take the one that was on top, put it on the bottom, and then take the one that was on the bottom and put it on top, just like so. Alright, and then we're just gonna put this top piece back on and see if that worked. Except it's not wanting to go down. There it goes. Okay. Haha! Still a little noisy, but you notice no more clicking when I turn this. Oops. That was just because the screws aren't in. But yeah. No more clicking noise. So, that being said, we are going to put these screws back in and see if it still does it. And if it doesn't still do it, then we are good, and she is good. Her gears have been greased as much as they can be. The noisiness, I'm not exactly too sure. She could have a cracked gear somewhere, but then again, that could just be the gears rubbing against each other. But for the most part, she is rather quiet, and yeah. Alright, so we got those screws back on. Let's test it. Just going a little bit slow. Spammer call. That's annoying. Alright, so with these closed gearboxes, sometimes if you put the screws in too tight, it will like bind everything and it'll slow it down like that. So if that happens, I just loosen these 3 screws up a little bit, and then she works nice and smooth. Alright, so like I said before, candle arm. Oh wait, this is backwards. There we go. Candle arm on bottom. Oh, seriously? 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 Okay. Well, I'll have to fix that later. And apparently new super glue. That's what I mean about this doll. She is very parts needy. We'll put it that way. But I got plenty of time before this Halloween party. So, for now, we are good. Slap that right back onto there. Maybe? Oh, there it goes. Alright. And then we're going to put these 2 screws back in. If I can grab it. And it's not going anywhere. And I think I just lost that screw. No, I didn't. Just kidding. Alright, so why is this not going in? Because it's not lined up. There it goes. So I guess the front is like stripped or something. So it doesn't want to go in. I mean, it does go in, but it kind of just slides in, and you don't have to like screw it in. Alright, there's screw number 2. Test it. Working very, very nicely. She doesn't have a light, but it's alright for now. She's not jerky anymore. There's no clicky noise. Success! Alright, so tighten this up a little bit. It won't tighten because it's stripped. Alrighty, so we're gonna put this back into here and hold it there. And we're gonna put this front screw back in. If I can find the hole for it. Boom, bada, boom. Of course. The thing about these motionettes is this plastic on here is very thin and it wears down very easily. So taking this in and out along with these screws will wear down the plastic where it tightens, where the screw tightens, and it'll just sit there and spin and spin and spin and spin and it'll never tighten. So I had that problem with one of the first motionettes I worked on, and I'm just thinking, like, what the heck, why is this thing not tightening? So I'm like, maybe a bigger screw will tighten it. So I found screws that were like 3-4 sizes bigger, and I mean, it worked, but eventually it's doing the same thing these are doing, which is just spinning. So yeah, thankfully there's one screw that doesn't do that, and that is this one. Now if I could get it back in, that would be great. Yay for fucking grease. Nope. That's not gonna work. Alright. Alright. Now that can go back in there. Alright. And then this piece can go back on. And then her head can go back on. And then voila. Boom. Still pretty noisy, but a lot better than that annoying clicky noise. And when she had that clicky noise, every time she would move, this arm would kind of jiggle and vibrate. And now it doesn't do that. She works nice and smooth. She is a little loud, but what's there to do? But yeah, so that is her. And that was the switching of the gears. Should make that a regular thing. Switching of the gears. It's interesting. Alright, but yeah, so that's that. I just thought you guys would want to be there so you can see like what's going on and what I do. And this is really, 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 really annoying. Really, 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 really annoying. So I'm just going to put her there before she breaks entirely. Oh, okay. Well, thanks for joining me on that adventure. Comment, rate, and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. Hope you learned something. Adios!